Playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. This is Saquon Barkley, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No more. No gain on the run. Now should be looking at a 4th down. Delayed give there again. Defense was right.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play in the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard from 21 yards away. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. This is taken at the 23. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. These guys are going to advance in these playoffs. They have to win some people coming off the edge.
The wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there was no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. Or maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
second down and goal. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Preston Williams from a yard out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Next to score, Giants 14, Falcons nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And they'll accept that penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On the double. Ready?
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the side.
And that was a bouncer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards. Hoping to find another avenue to escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their lives on the line.
And I think when you're moving to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Straight ahead, Patterson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Wait.
Second and 9 now. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down. Jones. That's complete to Shepard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jones now from the gun on third down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Gano's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Demir Bird, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jones. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 29, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A handoff to Barkley. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first down again at their own 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. How about the defense there and try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
To try again after the sack. Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 44, Tua. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The kick by Sanders is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Icebaby and Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run right side with Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa, escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 4. Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The Dolphins sit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Tua going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over in the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
His first carry. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Singletary is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? To the air, Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way I can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Here's Hines. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Singletary again. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Allen going to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Allen to throw once more. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
second and goal. Allen. And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. This is something you got to be wary of. Just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he rifles one incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you got to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.